I've got Szara here today. Haven't ridden her with a saddle on for probably over 4 weeks now. Just trying to get her used to having her back on again. She's pretty good. You can ride her fairly well, but she does have an attitude when you get her back into work sometimes. It's been a few weeks. She can be a little temperamental, and she is on season, so she's a little more temperamental than usual. So I'm just getting her to loosen that girth and whoa, come back, and ask her to come back in. Good girl, good job. It's a bit muddy and squishy here, so I'll only be utilising this area here, which is a bit drier. We won't be doing too much with her. She's not really happy about anything happening, so I'll just tighten this girth back. Actually, that's fairly good. Yeah, this might be too tight. I don't want to go too tight. If we go too tight, she might not like that. But we need it to be tight enough so it doesn't roll on her. She's got quite the roly-poly belly. And up until recently was quite a fat pony. I've had her on a bit of a diet, and we've been keeping an eye on the weight. She's getting older. She's 13 going on 14 this year. So she'll be 14 around April. So for me, I just like to have it to where she's got it firm but not going to buck or be upset about it being on. And I'll ask her to go for another wander. Also, you'll probably notice have on her a neck reining collar or a neck collar, just so I can use to assist me with stopping. She doesn't like the bit, but I'm going to use the bit today because I want her to understand that whenever I'm getting her back into work, she's going to have a bit in. I want her to really understand that I mean what I'm doing. Whoop, I just whacked myself in the head. Just want her to take it a bit easy. She's actually quite ribby at the moment, so up. And you can see when she's moving those areas of, I don't know, she hasn't really been that thin for a long time, so whatever I do, it's just going to be easy and slow. I do want to make sure canter, that she's able to canter a little. Turn, down, canter, good, and whoa, come in bub, come in. She's a pretty intelligent horse. She understands. As you can see, she's quite happy to listen and come in when I'm asking her, so she is listening to me. She's probably just a little bit confused as to why I haven't ridden her for so long and been paying a lot more attention to the younger horse. That. Just want to see if she'll listen to this cue. That. Good girl. Okay, hook on. Let's go. And you can see she's no issue with following and coming along. So she's ready to have a bit of a turn with me. We've got little Mister over here, so I've just got to make sure he doesn't cause an issue during this whole process, and that'll be fine. What I will do, I'll set up my other camera so we can clearly see going on in the paddock. Actually, we'll turn around that way. Actually, no, we'll turn that way. And it will give me, hopefully if the little bugger doesn't come and touch it, there's a good chance he'll try. I'll just make sure that's not on slow motion. Just on video. Yeah, video. Okay. So, as I said, I haven't been on her for a while. I did jump on a bareback a couple of weeks ago. I think it was just for about 20 minutes or so. And then when my grandson came up, actually, she was ridden with his little kitty saddle on by my 4-year-old grandson, and it was his first ever ride, and that was on the, it was a little while ago anyway. Now, this girl isn't quite so good as Ellie at popping her head down. So what we're going to do is we're going to ask her to lower, drop, drop. So I'm going to put pressure until she drops, and as soon as she drops, I'll release the pressure. Good girl. Let me get an instant lick and chew there. Let's go. Good girl. Drop, 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 drop. Good girl. And that's what I'm asking her to do. She's all looky and what's this, what's that. She really doesn't want me to get on. It's starting to rain again, which I really didn't want to happen. And she's moving herself along, which I didn't ask her to do. So, and again, she's probably not going to be very pleased about me putting a bit on. So we'll just stay back and forwards here. Walk. I want her to listen. I want her to listen. And good. And good. Good girl. We're just walking. I don't want to get on her and go gung-ho and 1,000,000 miles an hour. That's not what I need, and it's most definitely not what she needs. And here comes the rain. So we're just going to walk and establish some, and she's got her neck nice and low there, but she also has a big crest here, which on the top of her neck, which is because she was overweight due to me not monitoring that weight properly, focusing on the other horse. And yeah, well, I've just lost my other camera. I'll make sure it isn't busted. Okay, so obviously it's not sitting well where it is there, so we might have to think about doing this a different way. We'll just do a head cam ride, I think. Got a bit of wet coming through, so I'm just going to pop my phone somewhere where it's not going to get destroyed. It's a useful tool. I don't want it being ruined, so it can go underneath something, can be out of the way, out of the rain. I'll get back up and on her for a few moments. Here comes the rain again. Really didn't want it to be raining on this saddle again. I tried getting on this morning and it rained, so this again. And the saddle has moved and rolled slightly with her. I'm gonna give her another. She doesn't want me getting on, so we're gonna ask her to stand. You can see her head. She holds her head a lot hot. Shut up! Go home! In your house now! Go! Go home! Stay in there and be quiet. So she's in a bit of a mood, and she doesn't really want me to do anything, so I'm going to make her stand before I get on. She's not the move woman, and she moved, which I'm not impressed with, so I'm going to get her to turn. Good. Walk on. So I'm going to keep in a very small space here. We're not going to be doing much at all except making sure she's listening. Hey! I've got a little... Well, this is probably not a great idea. Go on. Go on. Back. Out. Out. And I really need to probably not have him here. But he's going to continue to be a bit of a nuisance. Back. Yeah, he's being silly. We don't want to do much. We just want to do a little bit. Not too much at all. It won't hurt her to have me jumping on and off and on and off. Probably good for her to experience that again. It's been a while since she's had anybody on. Ah, she's really protesting and not wanting me to get on. That. I'm just going to take my time here for a second. I'm just going to get on that side there. I'm going to try this side here. She might be a bit sore. Something could have went on. She could be a bit sore from something. I'm going to go that side. And I got on. Whoa. Whoa. And I want her to just relax her neck. Settle herself down. And I'm kind of completely uncoordinated with her. Back. Back. Want to make sure she's listening to this. Back. Back up. Listening. Backing up. Good. And I've never seen this horse be so against being ridden as she is